Some would play.
I'm still out.
Oh.
Never got in.
Well, you're like, thank you, dear. You're the best.
Hey, party.
Can you hear you?
Everybody, my husband's the best.
I do what I can.
Just an FYI, if nobody knew that.
I'd say I'm not really getting her in
I can hear
my
me.
monitor. No, I'm not getting you in my monitor.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
But you can't hear me?
I can hear.
I can hear me. Hello? Hello?
Okay, I'm just slowly losing my mind. Yes, I'm sorry.
It's a Friday night.
I'm sorry I lied right to your face.
We've all had a long day.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
No, you're not audible because Amazon owns that. So therefore, you cannot be that.
Amazon's buying
That was weird. Sorry.
Amazon's buying a healthcare company, a health insurance company.
Oh, no.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
It's weird.
AKA, they'll make it easier for you to get health care.
Late stage
It'll
capitalism
be
is
super easy to get it. That's one thing I can almost guarantee.
5
Amazon will make it
companies own
super easy
everything.
to get it.
Yeah, it seems about
Super strange.
Mm-hmm.
We're all just like, this is fine. It's clearly not.
It's clearly not okay.
There's a climate catastrophe happening, and Biden's like, it's not an emergency, not yet, but we're going to do things. Just declare the
California is on
emergency. The fuck?
fire.
It's a crisis,
California
homie.
is
Like,
on fire. Has
this is
been
a-
on fire for years.
it's a fucking.
Since
It's a,
Europe.
it's a pretty big. Yeah, it's bad there. It's bad everywhere. And it's hilarious. It's just. It's wild because there's certainly a climate crisis occurring, and it's too late for a lot of the warming we're locked into, and it's not going to be fun. The things that it's already too late for, and we're just charging forward. Like, you know what? Let's make it worse. I don't know that's the best idea, and it just feels like we're just even the people that understand there's a climate crisis are like,
And critics
It's like,
said
oh.
Don't Look Up wasn't like real and authentic.
Oh my god, it's so.
No, that's exactly what would happen.
Oh, very much
It's
so.
rough. Yeah, it's wild, and it's just like it's the the Biden stickers on the gas pumps. It's like inflation's everywhere. You guys know it's not just the United States that's got
Yeah.
inflation.
Those people that put the stickers, I love it when I'm like, hold on. So you think Trump is still secretly president? And then just like get them all caught up where they're like, cannot compute.
Yeah.
It's Biden's fault, but Trump is president.
Yeah, it's if anything, Biden's proven to us that president is completely inconsequential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can be completely ineffective.
I miss the days. I'm going to go on record saying this. I miss the days of W, where the biggest scandal was he tried to push a poll door. He. Let's laugh about it for a week.
I mean, he was a dummy. Is a dummy.
Yes.
Tone deaf dummy.
I do love he's a motivational speaker now.
Yeah.
Right?
You can't just.
But on
what
the
do you
other
say?
hand, yeah, because at the time when he was president, I was like, oh my gosh, it's a terrible
You
president.
can't just
Da-da-da.
declare war
We
on
got
Iraq.
a whole
I mean,
new
Ukraine.
level of dumb, okay? Whole new
Whatever
level
the
of
fuck
awful.
you said, it was
Oh,
like, what?
exactly.
Hmm.
Oh, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Is your campaign ready?
Sort of, in a vague way.
I've got my notes are kind of all over the place, and
Said
They're
did things
fairly
last
legible.
As
session.
long as you guys are walking towards the mountains, we're good.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like we
where
really need to take a rest. Oh, we did that.
we did.
You
and
did
then,
take a
Yes,
rest.
I remember
Yeah.
we
so-
tried to interrogate the Viking throat
We
man.
definitely did interrogate him.
Oh, yeah, and she wouldn't let me use my fun things
And what happened?
because you wouldn't let me
Sludge.
use detect thoughts, and then you
Sludge
wouldn't let me
happened?
use thought steal, and then you wouldn't let me use mass suggestion because reasons.
You have to like sneak
Don't
up on her
worry.
and shank her in the
Okay.
side.
AKA, Gelsira's time is coming.
You gotta lead her. You gotta lead her into the trap where you can absolutely do the thing. There's no way she can get out of it.
And then, don't worry, your time is coming.
Wait, as in like dying?
No!
Dun, dun,
Yes.
dun.
As in your time to shine.
Oh, okay. You're like, Cyrus
That's how I like to do things. I like to cut,
First you, then you.
just really bash your spirit
Yeah.
You know, on the last
and then give you the time to shine.
on the last episode of Rico's campaign, well, the last 2 episodes, I was silencing myself a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Because I was like, God damn it, stop fucking talking. So I'm gonna work on that tonight. I'm gonna not try to just say stupid shit all the time. Just some of the time. Can't cut it out completely, but
Oh, but it's what makes you cute.
I know, but it was a lot of effort to silence myself. I had to constantly stop the playback and silence. All right, go ahead. And then more stuff
That's
would
why
happen.
That's why it sounds so much better when I listen to it.
I cut a bunch of stuff out these last 2 episodes of where I derailed the train into a tangent, and then the tangent went on for like 4 minutes, and I'm like,
It's fine.
select, delete.
See, that's when you just save all those little clips and then just like put it like in a highlight reel. And just
sometimes I do if I'm editing ahead of time, which I've been really good. I cut the pre-roll, but then the pre-roll's still there. So then if I'm cutting more stuff out of the episode, I can just add it to the pre-roll. There's one coming
Smart.
out that I definitely did that too. It was like a conversation about something that was like D&D adjacent, but wasn't. I think it was like I don't know, something about musicals or something, and it was in the episode, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. So I cut that and threw it on the pre-roll. I was like, because this will make more sense later.
It's the beauty of editing.
I can either make it sound like we know what we're doing, or I can be like, fuck it.
You're really good. I feel like you're really good at it.
I'm okay.
Because I will say, I listened to the last episode that was out from the restoration campaign that we have out. And that was the first episode that I actually started hearing some, I don't know what you did, but I could tell a few spots where you cut things, or like actually I think it might have been the thing where you took the silence and it truncated the silence.
Why, did it leave an artifact?
No, it was like this weird where like a word was like really harshly cut off.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I just leave that in because I don't care at that point.
Yeah.
Was it late in the episode?
Yeah.
Because by then I'm like fucking cutting this shit out. And I'm like, I don't care. I see the waveform there that cut off a piece, so I don't care.
Yeah.
I could silence that and then nobody would know. I do that in the beginning of editing. But by the time I get to the end of the episode, I'm like, fucking Jesus Christ. Shut up. Shut up, Matt. God damn it. Stop fucking
However,
talking.
my point is that like I don't normally notice that. Like, it's been a while since I noticed that. So I feel like you're really good. And it's been a while since I've noticed any of that. So,
Yeah, and
good job.
I've really dialed in the settings on the truncate silence, because if you don't dial in the settings, it becomes very obvious that you did truncate silence. Like, I listened to this Masonic podcast, Whence Came You? And it's pretty great as far as content, but I really want to like reach out to him. I want to like sack up and be like, hey, Robert, you want to like maybe dial that truncate silence in a little? Let me hook you up with the setting I've got. It's better because you need a little bit. Like, because if you use the default, you can definitely tell truncate silence has occurred because it snips it. It comes right up to the beginning of your word, like because you're taking and it's not good because it does a thing and all the time. But I've dialed it into where I take anything longer than a second of silence, like one whole second. Like a whole second is a lot.
Yeah.
And I shrink that down to half a second. So if 2 seconds happens, now that's half a second of silence. And half a second of silence, turns out that's perfect. Sounds great. Words aren't rushed together. You know, if one thought completed and we took 5 seconds to make noise again, it's only half a second. But a half a second is a beautiful beat.
Yeah.
Because 1 second is forever. And half a second is this beautiful, like, it's like if you took a breath. Boom. But if you leave the default settings, it gets real close together and it cuts off bits of the word, which is not great, Audacity. I mean, it's a free program, so I can't complain because it's wonderful.
And you were able to change it, right?
But the default setting is too harsh, and I think everyone probably knows that. And so, let's change the default, guys, coders, guys, maybe just a little bit. Take my setting; it's better. Half a second. Half a second of silence is chef's kiss.
I love you.
I love you too. But it's like 30 decibels or whatever, and then I left that part of it. Default is fine. Like the decibels it looks for, like less than silence. I mean, it wouldn't be good if you didn't clean up the track, but I clean up the track, so silence is silence on my tracks.
Right.
By the time I'm done with them. For the most part. Because like few sessions back, I started noticing some weird, like, after I'd amplified after I'd sent it through Levelator to bring the levels up after the cleanup portion, and it was like the gating didn't get rid of all of the background noise when it really should have. That's the gate should say no sound until we cross this threshold. Oh, sound. No sound
Yeah.
until we cross. Oh, sound. But apparently it just reduces sound. And I'm like, reduce it. Wait, I've got it set to reduce it by like 100 decibels. That's a lot. I mean, it should be nothing. This should be less than. Okay. So it's just, it's wild.
You don't need to make a mess over it.
Yeah, I do, though.
Evidently.
It's important.
It's fine.
It's important to make a
All
mess
right.
about it.